Greetings and welcome to a quick tour of EasyVista Orchestrate, our advanced automation platform extending the capabilities of our powerful ITSM platform. So what do we leverage this for? Well, there's a number of potential use cases. One, the powerful orchestration capabilities enable easy automation and no-code automation of federation of user, asset, financial, knowledge, even ticket data from your existing data sources into EasyVista Service Manager. It can also be leveraged to help automate many common service requests and resolution of incidents. In addition, if you are an EasyVista Observe customer, we can also leverage the platform to effect level 0 event remediation. So identifying scenarios where we've got a capacity issue with cloud resources and auto scaling through automation. In addition, if you're an EasyVista Reach customer, we help extend the reach of that platform by orchestrating more advanced infrastructure activities. So let's take a look at a few examples in here. Within Federation, as we can see here, we've got a wide variety of integrations out of the box, and we'll see even more as we get deeper into this. So common scenarios from customers are federating user data from the likes of Intra-ID, asset data from Intune, or even pulling over asset and financial data from Workday, maybe Smartsheets integration, AWS asset integration, and more. In each of these cases, the underlying workflow is designed through a simple drag and drop editor. All I have to do is define the workflow that I want to execute. In this case, we're calling Microsoft 365 and pulling over a key user data that could include filtering to specific user groups or organizational units. Once we've captured that data, we then validate that we've got a good data set, and then we push that over to EasyVista Service Manager, all through a simple orchestration platform. Now, if we think about a few other examples like Workday, we can also leverage the platform to bring over other types of data. Like in this case, within Workday, we are federating employee data first and pushing that to EasyVista, followed by financial transactions. So if you are using Workday for your purchase request lifecycle, we can leverage those transactions to make sure that when those new assets arrive in your loading bay, you're able to scan them into your asset repository in EasyVista Service Manager and accelerate delivery of new assets to your end users. In addition, we do have some customers that are leveraging Workday for their assets as well. And even in this single workflow, we're able to federate all that data over into EasyVista. And it's as easy as leveraging any of the hundreds of integrations that we have baked into the platform. Simply choose the integration, choose the endpoint that we want to call, and drag it into your workflow. From there, there may be a few key settings to send to that REST API endpoint, and we're off to the races. Now, in other scenarios, we had mentioned before about leveraging the platform to help automate incident and service request resolutions. Those could range from probably the most commonly found ticket type across organizations, password resets. So leveraging integration with Microsoft 365 to trigger password resets and eliminating the need for your service desk team to manually fulfill those requests. We could also leverage the platform to automatically provision application access if you're using Intra-ID as your single sign-on provider. We could even use this to enable more complex orchestrations. So for example, in this scenario, connecting into Microsoft Azure, we're able to stand up a new VM, but do more than that. We're also creating resource groups for that. We're creating a virtual network for that new VM. We're also applying security rules. As well, we are also identifying, do we have a public IP address that's available? And if so, let's assign that to the new VM. All of those activities that may take a single agent multiple hours to perform can all be executed through a single workflow. Let's take one last example and think about provisioning user access to applications. And in this scenario, we are able to make this as easy as possible for users to request access to applications. It all begins in the EasyVista self-service portal, where in our catalog we have an application access request. Users can simply come in, request access to a new application, choose that application, such as Salesforce, Adobe Creative Suite, any of your SaaS applications that you're leveraging single sign-on for. Once we submit that request, we now implement a workflow. That workflow will now reach out to your manager for approval. So we have that audit trail of who authorized your access to that application. From there, the workflow then updates our asset management model to make sure that we understand that you have been given access to that application. So we understand the licensing implications, the financial aspects. From there, we automate provisioning of access through EasyVista Orchestrate. And finally, we send out a survey with credentials for that user, or letting them know that they now have access. And you may notice in this workflow, there's something missing. There were no tasks assigned to the service desk. This became a zero-touch ticket that helps us free up time to work on things that really matter. And that is the power of EasyVista Orchestrate. We hope this was a good use of your time. Thank you, and have a good day.